This week and next mark the return to school for kids across Australia, and for many, of course, it'll be their first day. It is a time that many parents will post photographs to social media as a way to celebrate the occasion. Police, though, and other safety authorities are advising caregivers to be vigilant about what they post online and consider who might have access to it. AFP Commander Helen Schneider joins us now with more. Good afternoon to you, Helen. So you can understand the urge to post photographs, can't you? It's a big day, particularly for first-timers.
Absolutely, and it's really important that families and parents and guardians can celebrate these milestone moments, but there's certainly really simple tips like locking down your device settings and your social media applications to friend only, which can make that a safe experience for your family.
So do privacy settings then guarantee that there are boundaries around who can see these pictures?
Well, my advice is if you are checking your device settings, they're set to private only, and obviously your social media applications, if they're set to friends only and you regularly review those friend lists to make sure they're people you absolutely know in person and trust, I think you're eliminating a lot of risk. Obviously, if you find someone in that list you don't know, then of course my recommendation is remove them before posting any images.
Right. What about measures such as blurring the name of the school on the uniforms or on signage? Is that a good thing to do?
Yeah, so the Australian Federal Police is really recommending a privacy checkup for families. So if you're posting any images, certainly recommend that you make sure you look in the background for anything that gives away location, like street sign, house number. Certainly blur school logos or pop an emoji over the top of them. Certainly don't post with your child's name and date of birth, and don't post your location and check in. These are really easy action items you can take to help with that online safety piece.
Photos, though, are pretty innocent looking, aren't they? They're non-explicit, so even these can be twisted if they fall into the wrong hands, you're saying?
Yeah, well, it is an unfortunate reality that we have seen at the AFP-led Australian Centre to Counter Child Exploitation, that these innocently shared milestone images can be taken, shared and altered by online offenders for the purposes of identifying children and parents for grooming. So it's all about being aware and not alarmed, and just taking the steps necessary to protect your online environment like you would your physical environment.
And some people suggest Helen, involving kids themselves and asking which photographs they'd choose to post, or whether they want back to school photographs published at all. What's your view on that?
I think every family unit is different, and I think online safety discussions should be family discussions and should be held regularly to see what children want to share about themselves and their identity. And making sure, another factor is, if other people are taking pictures of your children, that you're having conversations in this day and age with people to understand what they might intend doing with those photos and who they might share those photos with, and then who might have access. I think it's really important to have conversations within your family units around online safety in general.